New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together. And hello again, dear ones. Dr. Robert with you here on a Saturday evening. It's 8:15 on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for our evening prayers. Thank you so much for being with us. I love you, appreciate you, and incredibly grateful that you take time out of your day, and in this case, time out of your evening, to join us here on New Thought Media Network. I'm not the only one here. We got a whole team of people, as you saw, and all of our folks here are available to pray directly with you if you prefer, if you like. There's a few ways to stay in touch with our prayer team, and they all begin at the ntmedia.org prayer page. So over there, you can drop a comment or fill out the form. And if you want to work with somebody specific or talk to one of our prayer practitioners specifically, let us know through that form or drop it. We're pushing the wrong buttons here tonight. You can drop in a prayer request over there, and that goes out to all of our prayer practitioners. They'll get on top of that prayer and get working on in consciousness on your desire. And if you'd like to work with somebody directly, feel free to do that. You're also welcome to drop a comment in the comment box of today's program. And if I see that before I close my eyes, I will be sure to pray on it in tonight's broadcast. Or we will, again, add, if you drop something in afterwards, if you're watching on a replay, feel free, put your comment in the comment box just as well. We'll still see it, and we still make sure that we pray on your requests that you provide. And I do like to say more and more and more that for anybody watching, when we talk about prayer around here, we're not talking about getting down on a bended knee. We're not talking about begging and beseeching. We're not trying to convince the universe that we deserve something. We are speaking an affirmation of truth, the affirmation of the truth as we understand it. And that oftentimes does lead to a revelation of truth as well. And in that, it can be really fun sometimes when spirit gets moving and grooving and takes over, as it were, that to allow for that revelation, to be in that energetic vibration, that state of consciousness that allows us to reveal a greater truth for who we are, who we've come here to be, all of that. So that's what we're about. Grateful that you're with us. If you're in a safe space to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. As we begin with the breath, tune into that inhale, that exhale, that cycle of livingness. I invite you to really let go as well. Let go of any sense of constriction or restriction in the body temple. Feel a wave of vibration, of a washing away of any restrictions, any tensions in the body temple. So we may in this moment be present to the oneness of life. That one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. See, I recognize this one power as the source, the supply, the never-ending wellspring of love and light and beauty and truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance, prosperity, of joy and compassion, of all the human and earthly emotions and feelings and experiences, all of that is rising up from this one source, this one divine source, this one absolute divine reservoir of everything and of the no thing. The oneness is revealing itself here this evening as my life, as your life, as all of life. The question is, how do we choose to express that? How do we choose to experience the aspects of our day, the things that come into our lives? Because what shows up in our life is just what's showing up. What we make of that is what is real. What we make of that is what is shifting and controlling our body temple. What we make of those events shapes the future of how we show up and all the rest that we're attracting into our lives. So I try, I strive to show up as loved in response to whatever it is. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes things show up you don't want to know. Sometimes things show up that you don't really want to experience. Even myself earlier this evening, I was given an experience. I was given information that I didn't like, that I still don't like. And yet it appears to be that is what is. And I'm not going to go around talking about how horrible it is. I'm not going to go around talking about how nasty it is. I'm not going to go talking about the incident or about the people involved. I'm going to talk about the fact that I see a higher vision. I see a vision where those misbehaviors are not tolerated, where those misbehaviors are not allowed to perpetuate over time, where misbehaviors are a thing of the past, and we are moving as a human consciousness, as a humankind, into an experience of oneness, an experience of heaven on earth, an experience where everything is happening just as it must. Not even that's happening, because that's happening right now, that it is, we are awakened to that. We are awake to that truth, to that deep knowing that everything's happening exactly as it must. So that information that comes into our lives, we can choose to bless it and let it be. We can choose to use it as an energetic vibration, as an inspiration to do better in the world, to do greater in the world, to do something totally different in the world. What we cannot do is allow the misbehaviors. We cannot condone the misbehaviors. We must stand in the truth of the love and the light, in the truth of revealing oneness in a greater and greater way. So I experience it, but I claim for each one here, each one that's hearing these words, a sense and an experience of that same truth, of knowing that there is that within you that is magnificent, that is the divine taking shape and form, that is the divine seeking itself to express as your life in amazing ways and glorious ways. And there is that we can no longer abide by, limiting thoughts, those old belief systems that are running us, those old belief systems that are trying to control us. We say no more to that and cast that aside. There is no power there. The power is in the light. The power is in the places that are calling us forward to give and to serve and to be the love of life, to be the love of the divine on planet Earth, to bring this divine vision of oneness, not just leave it in our spiritual practice, not just something I check in with in the morning and maybe in the evening before hitting the bed, but something that I am seeking to live, that I am expressing in every moment I possibly can. And when I cannot, well, then I change my behaviors. Let go of the old that no longer serves. So yes, there is that opportunity for redemption. There is the opportunity for someone that's been misbehaving to start behaving. Absolutely. We may always, no matter how far we may have traveled down the wrong road, we may turn and face the light. No matter how far we have traveled down a dark and dusty road, we may turn and face the light and bring ourselves to a greater understanding of this oneness. Come to that place where we let go of the insistence that there's anything wrong here, even though there's something wrong here, that we let go of judging and labeling all that, so we may come to a recognition that what is, and then what we do with it is what matters. And I can no longer condone the misbehaviors. I can no longer condone the misuse of these laws. If anything, I am becoming, and I claim for each one that hears these words, that same sense of becoming a law-abiding universal citizen, abiding by the law of creation, abiding by the law of attraction, abiding by the law of reciprocity, abiding by the universal laws that are bringing us into that greater understanding and then therefore greater embodiment of the truth of who we came here to be. You, me, everyone. This is happening for everyone, not just a select few, not just those that have been initiated, not just those that have studied or gotten the degrees, but everyone. Everyone is being lifted up by the vibration that we are creating here today. Now, some will take that vibration and amplify it. Some will ignore it. Some will pretend it doesn't really exist, and that's okay, because the vibration we are creating, the vibration of oneness, the recognition, the awakening of our oneness cannot be denied, cannot be put asunder, cannot be forgotten. Our prayer cannot be left to wallow in the wind and to die on the vine. This word must be made manifest by the universal principle of creation, by that universal law of life. And so what we are doing is we are releasing this word. We are casting this word, this vision, this spell, if you will. We're releasing this word into that creative law that must lift it up, must manifest, cannot return this word void, cannot say, that law cannot say that your word is invalid or my word is unworthy, or that no, we're going to do this thing and we're not going to do that thing. There is no such thing as doing something and not doing the other thing. We're doing the one thing all the time, everywhere we are going. We are doing that one thing. So I know that as we release this word, this prayer, this vision into that creative law, that universal law of creation, that it cannot return void. It is already manifesting, all the pieces, all the people, all the resources, everything necessary to fulfill this word is already coming into form right now. As my life, as your life, as all of life, as the divine life, this is so. And so I release this word and I let it be. And I invite anyone who's been touched in any way by this vibration, these words, to join me in an affirmation of truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you so much for being with me here this evening. I'm Dr. Robert. I love you. I think you're amazing. Please do stay connected with us. And if tonight's your night to support us financially and give a little something to the network, well, there's the address. Thank you for that as well. We do survive on your support, on your donations, on your love offerings, and we thank you for that. I'm going to get out of here for now, let you get into the rest of your evening, but please join us bright and early tomorrow morning, 8:15 for the morning prayers. And of course, it's Sunday, so we got a huge lineup of offerings for you tomorrow, all day through the day. So join us for that. I'm Dr. Robert. I'm going to get out of here for now, but until next time, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now. On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.